Hey Philly, this is Matt Katz, executive producer of CityCast Philly. I'm popping in to let you know that we are hiring a senior accounts executive to lead advertising sales in our market. If you have a track record in sales, if you've got strong relationships with local businesses, if you're into podcasts and the news, if you live here, and if you love this town, we want you. Join our team and make a real impact by connecting Philly businesses with our incredible community of listeners. Apply now at citycast.fm/jobs.
Today on CityCast Philly, as we wrap up 2024, there's still some time for you to have fun in the city. So the team and I are sharing some of the coolest places to go, restaurants to try, and free things to do this December. We've got ideas for you to continue holiday traditions, volunteer, and eat sweets from Beyonce's baker, or warm up to a bowl of pasta with a side of opera. It's Monday, December 2nd. I'm Trinae Nuri, and here's what Philly's talking about. Joining me is CityCast Philly executive producer Matt Katz. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Trinae. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And our producer, Abby Fritz. Hey, Abby.
Hi, Trinae.
Can you tell I'm so excited for December? Let's wrap up this year.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, we are the team behind CityCast Philly, which is a daily local podcast helping you keep up with the latest news and feel more connected to Philly. And we also have a daily newsletter too. It's called Hey Philly. There's event listings pretty much every day and a compilation of what's happening in the news. So there's a link in the show notes to make sure you subscribe. Well, today is our monthly events guide. And y'all, this is my favorite episode because we get to come together and talk about what we love about Philly. And I get to learn much more about Philly.
Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of what I love so much about Philly, just hearing about all the different things there are to do, the things I've done in the past, I forgot about, and just the wealth of opportunities to just hang out in the city, you know?
Yeah.
And it's nice, too, because whenever I'm doing research for these episodes, there's so much going on in Philly all of the time. So it's nice to kind of hear some of the highlights of all of that stuff from you guys about what you really want to do this month, you know?
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So before we get into our recommendations for the month, we have to talk about our one big Philly thing this month, which is to simply go downtown. Listen, the city is going to be lit up with lights and great holiday spirit energy.
Oh, yeah.
Tourists, suburbanites, city folks, everybody just jams downtown this time of year. And it feels, it just feels like the season. It feels great.
Yeah. So got to check out the ice skating at Dilworth Park right outside of City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Like right next to Dilworth is, I don't know how to describe it, like a whimsical garden where you can like chill, sip some hot chocolate, your coffee in the morning. It's just really beautiful in the morning and at night. Then across the street, you can head over to the Christmas Village, which is iconic here in Philadelphia. So this is in Love Park, which again is right across from City Hall. You can visit over 100 vendors in this open air market, watch live entertainment, sip warm wine, see the lights. They've got a Ferris wheel for kids, a train, and I heard that there's this big guy in a red suit that makes a lot of stops in the village, too.
They also have that spiked apple cider that I love inside the little cabin there.
Oh,
nice.
cute.
Okay. And if that wasn't enough, you have to go around City Hall and head over to Macy's Center City. This is where you can also see the Christmas light show. Again, another Philly tradition. According to Visit Philly, this show features over 100,000 colorful lights as the Wanamaker organ, which is one of the largest in the world, plays music to kind of get you in the spirit. So the shows run every day at 10:30 a.m., noon, 2, 4, and 6. And all of this happens inside the store, but You can also get more of an experience outside with the iconic Macy's window displays.
Yeah, definitely. My mom loves looking at those.
They're so cute and creative.
And they've been doing this at Macy's for forever. I mean, this goes back generations. It might be Philly's oldest Christmas tradition.
For sure. My favorite is trying to find like the Peanuts gang, like Snoopy and Charlie Brown.
Nice.
Cute.
All right, let's get into some more activities happening in December. Matt, what you got going on?
Yeah, so we celebrate Hanukkah in our family, and most years it starts well before Christmas. So this year, though, the first night of Hanukkah is actually on Christmas Day. So the kiddos have to wait around for everyone else, for them to get gifts, and then they get theirs. But if you go by tradition, you don't get the gifts until you light the Hanukkah candles the night of the 25th. So my kids will actually get their gifts after everybody else, but they do get 8 days of presents. So it goes through New Year's for them. And there's a bunch of Hanukkah celebrations going on in town. There's the lighting of this big Hanukkah menorah in the middle of Rittenhouse Square, and that's December 26th at 5 p.m. It's a great reason to stop by Rittenhouse during this time of year. It is so magical in that little park because they string these large lights through the trees. And I mean, you feel like you're in a Hallmark movie. It's just totally gorgeous. So there's the menorah lighting December 26th at dusk in Rittenhouse. If you miss that, there's another menorah lighting with holiday food and music at the Betsy Ross House in Old City, which is incidentally where I got married. And that's
cool.
Oh, cute.
I know, it's very cute. It was in the courtyard. It was awesome. So the menorah lighting there is at 4 p.m. on December 30th, and both of those are free.
Nice.
Very
Well,
cool.
speaking of candle lighting, I love buying candles, but I think I want to try to make some. So there's a candle making workshop in Kensington called Waxery. You can book this for, I don't know, a date night, an activity with the kids, or something to do with friends. And they also offer BYOB and karaoke.
Oh, fun.
I don't know if you remember this, Abby. This shop is actually run by Crystal Ortiz, who we actually spoke with last year about the Kensington Corridor Trust, which is a community-based development model that invests in small business owners. So I want to check out Waxery because I think this is going to be fun.
Cool.
Super cool.
I love a craft during this time of year, especially if it gives you a reason to bring the kids and get them off their phones when they're not in school, you know?
That's a good point.
Totally. Love an activity. I was thinking more this month about some sort of shows and things I could see. And I'm excited for the Moth's Philadelphia Grand Slam 2024. The Moth is a nonprofit organization that holds a bunch of like storytelling events across the country. I listen to their podcast. They also have a radio show. You might have heard it. People basically go on and tell their stories, and there's usually some sort of theme. I think I listened to an episode the other day that was like about raising kids and, you know, just themes like kindness or like challenges. And then people go on and just normal people will tell stories within these kind of categories, things like that. And they also hold a lot of open mic nights around the country, and people go and they tell their stories, you know, in different cities. So this Grand Slam event is inviting the winners of the open mic shows to compete for the title of Philadelphia Storytelling Champion, which I think is super cool. And if you like to hear stories, and this sounds like something that would interest you, you should check it out. It's on December 8th down in South Philly at the Bach Building. Tickets are $40 and doors open at 7 p.m. and then the stories start at 8 p.m.
The stories are also like sometimes just totally hilarious, right? I mean, it's not just like moving stories or stories that teach you something.
No.
It's also just, you know, really funny stuff.
Yeah, I think like the whole point of it is that these people are really good storytellers and they're very compelling and they're sometimes funny, they're sometimes tragic, they're sometimes moving, you know?
Yeah.
It can kind of run the gambit.
And they're also true.
Yeah, it's like people coming up and just talking about themselves and telling stories of their life and other people's lives around them and things like that. Yeah.
I love a good story slam. I actually won the
Whoa.
Mission Story Slam earlier this year, which
Yeah, you
supports
did.
nonprofits. They're actually having another story slam, the 11th, Tuesday night, December 3rd, down
Very
at the
cool.
National Mechanics in Old City.
What was your story about that you won for?
My story was about my grandfather, who I actually only knew for about 6 months of my life, but he was a member of the Federation of Black Cowboys in Harlem, New York. And my mom and I actually met him on Father's Day. And we only got 6 months to know him and experience him. So, yeah.
That's great. I mean, that I feel like that's a kind of story you hear at these things. Very personal, something that people can relate to and connect with. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we've got some food recommendations when we come back. All right, let's get into some food recs. Do you guys know about the Philly baker who's made multiple birthday cakes for Beyonce?
What?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
We mentioned her in the Hey Philly newsletter. That's unreal.
Yeah, we did.
It is. So Lily Fisher is the co-founder of Cake Life Bake Shop in Fishtown. And she got to make this happen twice in her life. You know, some things are like one in a lifetime opportunities. So she made the multi-Grammy award-winning artist a geode cake, which is like a rock formation of honey lavender and honey goat cheese frosting.
Ooh.
It was a 3-tiered cake, black and gold. And then she made a confetti cake with vanilla buttercream that had rainbow buttercream dollops and sprinkles. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Very cool.
so I'm thinking, wouldn't this be a great bake shop to go to for the holidays? And then it dawned on me, hello. So back in October, I was one of the judges for the Nationality Service Center's Global Taste 2024 food contest. It's a yearly benefit party where proceeds support services for immigrants and refugees in the Philly area. And I actually got to taste one of Cake Life's petal pistachio cookies.
Ooh, that sounds
So good. It was amazing. It was one of my favorites of the night. So I got to go over there in Fishtown and get some holiday treats.
Oh,
Heck
nice.
yeah.
So you're going to get some stuff for like Christmas Day to snack on and something sweet, like cookies, that kind of thing? Is that what you're looking for?
Man, I'm not waiting for Christmas Day. I'm going to be snacking all
You want to
month.
get it now.
Okay, well, speaking of months, it's a special month for someone on our team.
It's my birthday month.
Hey!
I'm so excited. So y'all know what I'm going to talk about. Seafood. It's like my favorite thing ever. But this year for my birthday, I'm really kind of making it about the food. My birthday party theme is things Abby likes to eat. And so everybody's bringing food I like. That's the whole party.
Nice.
But I'm going to provide a little bit of stuff for everyone too. I'm going to go to Fishtown Seafood out in Fishtown, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a seafood shop where you can buy a bunch of different like high quality fish and shellfish, and then you like bring it home and cook it for yourself. So this is ideal for me because I like to both eat seafood and cook it. I also literally just like stumbled upon their location in Fishtown when I was walking around there the other day, but they have locations in Fittler Square, and they just opened a location in Haddonfield out in New Jersey at the end of last month. So really fresh. But aside from like, you know, the great food selection, I'm going for a particular deal there. They have something that's called $1 use shuck.
Clever.
Is that $1 use shuck?
Use shuck.
Like use
Yep.
guys.
Yeah, like use
Yeah,
guys.
I got
Exactly. And basically, they have little dollar signs on oysters on Fridays and on days that the Eagles are playing. And any oysters that have the dollar sign on it are $1 each. So it's not all of the oysters, but it's like when I went on a Friday a couple weeks ago, a lot of the oysters are discounted. And you can buy them in increments of 6, and each are $1, and then you got to take them home and shuck them yourself, which works perfect for me because I want to barbecue oysters for my friends. So I'm going to whip out the grill. We're going to get some butter, white wine, shallots, parsley. I'm going to go get my dollar oysters. And
Wait,
I'm gonna
how do you
feed everyone.
barbecue the oysters? Do you...
And I'm thinking, how do you know how to shuck an oyster? Like,
that's a good question, too.
I grew up in California. I've shucked many an oyster. It's not hard for me. I actually quite enjoy it.
it's like a special toolkit you have, or
There's like a blunt knife type thing that you use so you don't hurt yourself, but you can still like get in there and open it. You kind of get in and then twist.
okay.
They sell them there. They do have some oyster shuckers in there. So if you need one, you can get one there.
And how do you barbecue the oysters? Do you do that in the shell? You just throw them on the barbecue?
You leave them in the shell and then you put all the stuff on top. You put the lid on for a little while. It doesn't take long. It's really, really good.
Wow.
That sounds great.
Yeah, very excited.
What a great birthday.
Trinae, did you get an invite to Abby's
I
birthday
didn't.
party?
I was literally about to say,
Hey, invitations
what's up
haven't
with
gone
that?
out yet. My birthday's not till the 27th, so keep an eye out.
Okay.
Matt, where are you going this month?
Yeah, this time of year always just makes me crave some cozy, old school, white tablecloth, South Philly Italian dinner, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the three of us are actually having our holiday dinner this year at the Victor Cafe, opened more than 100 years ago. You guys have never been, right?
No, I never been.
Oh my God, this place. So it was a gramophone shop. Like they sold the things that became the record players, right? And it had this opera theme from that time. And it's continued to this day. And it's opera themed because, and I feel like I don't want to totally ruin the surprise, but I'll tell you. The waiters literally sing opera at random times throughout the meal.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. And it's
love
beautiful.
That's so
it's
cool.
great. It was also this place, Victor Cafe, was also Adrian's restaurant in Rocky Balboa, which was basically like the Rocky Six, essentially. That was the restaurant that retired Rocky was running, at the time. So we're going to hit that. I'm very excited. And I'm also going to go to another Italian restaurant in South Philly this month, Scanicchio's. I had a great meal there many years ago. Totally forgot about it, which is what happens when you live in such a good restaurant town like this. You like have these great meals and then there's so many new restaurants that come and you forget. But I was reminded of Scanicchio's when we did that episode a few weeks ago with the Inquirer food editors because they put Scanicchio's on their list of the 76 most essential restaurants in Philly. So I called them up, made a reservation. My buddy and I are going to go down there on Broad Street, bring a nice bottle of red, and enjoy some cozy family-style Italian food.
Oh, yeah, because it's BYOB, right?
Right. So
Nice.
I was also planning on picking up the bill, but I'm going to save so much money because it's BYOB. Especially if I suggest that he brings the bottle.
There you go.
Okay, that all sounds so good. All right, we've got to talk about recommendations for free things to do in December.
Yeah, there's tons of holiday events that I've been looking at throughout the month, to kind of get into the spirit. But with all this talk of remembering to get outside, even as the weather is getting chillier, which, Trinae, you've really inspired me with your walks. So I was trying to find some outdoor stuff, some outdoor holiday adjacent activities. And I found this really cute event for families out in Northwest Philly, East Germantown area at the Aubrey Arboretum. They're hosting their annual holiday open house and green sale, which I think when they say greens, they mean like garland and wreaths. So like that type of greenery. And it seems so cute. It's free if you want to go, unless you buy some garland and stuff like that, or they have some food available. So then it will be, pay as you go. But they've got outdoor activities for the kids. They've got the goats. They're going to make an appearance from the Philly Goat Project. There's wreath designing and centerpiece making workshops. And then they have a story time and craft time for the kids as well. So very wholesome holiday fun. If you've got kiddos or got family coming into town, this could be a great thing to do with them. This is happening this weekend, December 8th from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Cope House at Aubrey Arboretum. Check out their website, aubrey.org, to register for the wreath and centerpiece making workshops in advance if that's something you want to do. And yeah, get outside. Have a good time.
I also have an outside event for us.
Oh, yeah? Cool.
And this can be any time in December. It goes through into the new year. Winterfest on the Delaware River over at Penn's Landing. We go there almost every year.
Same.
Maybe I'll see you there. They've got vendors and cozy fire pit in their lodge. They have food from Cantina La Martina and Chickies and Pete's. There's also like carnival style fare, like fried Oreos. And they have booze too, of course, beer, cocktails, etc. But what you really want to come for is the ice skating. And first of all, it is so fun to watch Philadelphia ice skate because, we don't have like lakes that freeze over. Most of us from around here don't really grow up ice skating. So it's really kind of comical to watch Philadelphians try to stand up on the ice and have a blast doing it and fall on our butts. I mean, there's always like a handful of people who zoom around the ice, but a lot of us can't hack it, but it's still tremendously fun. Now, it does cost money. There is an admission, but here's the hack. if you or anyone you know has an Independence Blue Cross card, and if Independence Blue Cross is your health insurance, you can get 4 free skating tickets. So
cool.
you would have to
Nice.
rent or bring your own skates, but you can skate for free if you come with somebody who's got the card or if you've got the card.
Nice.
So that runs through the Winterfest on the Delaware River. And if you don't want to skate and just want to like pound beers and watch people skate around or try to skate, that's also fun.
Winterfest is also fun to celebrate the new year. We went to that like early,
Oh, the fireworks
the early
Oh,
fireworks
cool.
show for New Year's Eve.
with the kids.
Yeah, with the kids.
Were you able to
Fun.
park? Was that crazy?
Oh, God.
I always worry about
Um,
that. Do you remember?
No, I think I took SEPTA.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, cool.
Nice.
All right. So all of these events and food and things to do this month sound so great. But if you are looking for a way to give back this season, I've got this event that I found. It's called One Kind Act a Month. This is a group that actually meets every 4th Saturday of every month at 9th and Market Streets at 12 p.m. So they give out
Mhm.
lunches like turkey sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and toiletries to folks experiencing homelessness. Now, if you're unable to walk with the group to deliver the items, you can drop off any care packages of lunches and toiletries like travel size deodorant and toothpaste and soap, stuff like that. And kids can volunteer too. So
Nice.
if you're looking for more information about this particular volunteer opportunity, call One Kind Act a Month at 267-881-3763. And they have a website too.
That's great. I mean, it is sometimes pretty hard to find volunteer opportunities for kids. Like a lot of places just for various reasons don't have that opportunities for kids. So this is really great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great time of year to get out and give back too.
All right, Matt, Abby, thanks so much for joining me for this month's events guide.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk again, but Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays. That's all for today here on CityCast Philly. If you enjoyed this episode about what to do in the city this winter season, tell a friend and make those reservations. Rate the show, leave us a review, and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to sign up for our morning newsletter, Hey Philly, to learn about more events happening every day of this month and what else Philly's talking about. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.
Is it Santa? Doesn't he always do house calls? Isn't that the whole thing? I don't know. He never visited my house.